Stephanie Arne from Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. What do you have for us? No.
Okay, so this one might not be as fluffy. This is a Colombian red-tailed boa, about 9 feet long.
I want to be like Britney in that Toxic video. Put it on.
And that's what we were talking about before I got on, because I had this, and I was like, baby. So, like I said, this is a South American boa constrictor. You don't have to worry. It's not venomous. She doesn't have fangs. They have, though, 100 needle-sharp teeth that point backwards. So how they hunt is they'll sit down in the leaf litter, which is why they have this excellent camouflage. You wouldn't know in the ground if it's surrounded by the pale, tan-colored leaves that it's there.
Yeah.
The prey comes up. He waits patiently. And then as soon as it comes up, snaps it, grabs it with the teeth. Because the teeth are backwards, think of it like a hook, like a fish hook.
Can't get out.
Can't get out. Okay, then it'll proceed to wrap around it and squeeze it. And what happens is that as that animal breathes out, he'll squeeze tighter, making it impossible for the animal to breathe back in again until, unfortunately, it
it's like
dies of
that
a nice
man eaten alive.
that show.
That guy was horrible.
Oh, Animal Planet, they're turning things around. They got a new CEO. They're working on it.
Jenna's getting squeezed.
So, Jenna, when you touch this, does this snake feel slimy to you?
Not at all.
And people think that snakes are slimy.
Leather jacket I'm wearing.
Is he squeezing your fake boobs?
You know what I mean? It feels like a very soft leather, not scaly.
Their scales have the ability to expand.
Yeah.
A lot of lizards, they can't do that, but snakes do. And as they get bigger, everything expands, and then they shed in one big go.
That's
and
gross.
I think we've all seen that before.
Is his name Boots?
Shedding. People do.
belt.
People do wear animals as boots and belts. I think that's their thing.
What is that, a 44?
Yeah.
But the really cool thing that we'd like to teach about with snakes is that snakes do have personalities, and when you do spend time with them, they're really fascinating. And I think we have a perception of how snakes and reptiles and these like scary animals like sharks are. But then when you do spend time with them, if you're brave enough to get over that fear, you'll see that they're actually pretty cool animals.
Yeah.
And I've had situations where the snakes didn't feel well, and they would like curl up with me, and they're like, "Oh, I feel sick," and you're just feeling that like they're like a kid, like, "Oh, help me." So I've been really shocked in the last couple of years because I'm a mammal girl. So spending time with reptiles has been a very eye-opening experience for me.
Where's the snake go
What?
poo-poo?
Did it poop?
His tail kind of hurt.
Oh yeah,
That's
so
the creepy part of his body.
oh, he's digging into you. So what you're feeling right now, Jenna, is actually not even close to the full strength of this snake.
I believe it.
Like they are just
incredible. It's just a muscle.
right now. She's just trying to hold on to you. So it has nothing to do with like
She's afraid she's
let
gonna
me try to
fall.
hurt you and try to eat you. So this animal eats even in the wild once a week to once a month, and they can go months too without eating. And their pooper is actually right next to Jenna's hand.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Jenna, congratulations.
Yeah, way to go, Jenna. Grabbing the
Way to
pooper.
die to
It
get
does-
squeezed to death as it goes to the bathroom on.
It matches your jacket perfectly. Look at the colors.
Oh, yeah.
It is a very beautiful snake, and when they're babies, they're quite arboreal. They'll spend times up in the trees because they don't want to get eaten by any predators. But once they get once they get a bit too big, then they're spending a lot of time on the bottom of the forest floor.
Wow.
Pretty awesome, huh? And then this right here, their tongue is how they smell.
Uh-huh.
So does anybody know the organ in their mouth that helps them to smell?
The organ?
Yeah, there's a special organ in the back of their
Do they have a nose in their mouth?
Yeah, it's called the Jacobson organ, and it allows them every time they stick their tongue out, they're tasting and smelling the molecules in the air, bringing it back to that organ. That organ translates to the brain. Oh, you're smelling a rat, or you're smelling a bird. So yeah, and this is how they get their name. Is this the red spots here at the end? That's how they get it. Pretty cool, huh?
So
Y'all
cool.
got 'em. I don't need to feel it.
If
That's
you don't
good.
get that snake out of my...
If you put it around
Yeah.
my neck, will it squeeze my neck?
Appreciate it.
yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, I've
appreciate
had a
Thank you.
couple of them that they're trying to hold on, and they've squeezed me, and I do a lot of pictures for Mutual of Omaha events, and I have a couple pictures where it's cut off the circulation,
Oh,
and I'm
my.
like, and you can see my face like, I'm pretending.
You ever play pranks on people? Like, I would love to put that snake in someone's apartment.
You know, I don't
No.
like to play. I did with my mom growing up. I'm not gonna lie. My mom is very fearful of snakes, and we grew up in South Dakota where there was rattlers, and I used to find just gardener snakes, and I'd hide them in our shoes. I was
my God.
I was not a good daughter.
Stephanie, Arne, do not do that to your mother.
I don't anymore. I was like 8. I think that was my way of saying, please just love them. And that was obviously not the way of going about it. So now I've learned that if people fear snakes, I really want them so badly to see how cool they are. But I've learned my lesson. Like,
No means
like you
no.
said, you looked at me and you're like, looked at them and said, no, don't bring this
Thank
snake.
you. It's
good.
not a big deal. It's
Yeah.
not a big deal
You-
getting in the room.
You respect them, and that's
good.
what matters. I'm good.
Honey, I'm good.
Good.
Thank you,
One more
Grandma.
animal on